So at the beginning, put the 6 paramitas first. All the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas preached the scriptures for all sentient beings, taught all living beings to practice and prove the fruit, and did not come out of these 6 guidelines. In giving, there are giving of wealth, giving of dharma, and giving of fearlessness. When the Blessed One preached the sutras to all sentient beings, these 3 kinds of giving were all sufficient. According to the scriptures, wealth giving, what kind of wealth? Inner wealth. Internal wealth is wisdom and physical strength, which is inner wealth giving. The theories and methods that come out are dharma giving. This is fearless giving. The 3 kinds of generosity made by the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. He observes the precepts himself. Observing the precepts means following the Dharma. His life has rules, his teaching is orderly and hierarchical. And there is nothing wrong with the Dharma, and following the Dharma means observing the precepts. Kshanti, Sanskrit. Forbearance is to have patience. Forbearance of birth, Dharma forbearance, all sentient beings do the opposite. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas can bear it, don't care about it, and don't take it to heart. Today we say that these natural disasters can be tolerated. It takes a long time to study Buddhism. A boy named Sudana, meaning good wealth, takes a pilgrimage on his quest for enlightenment and studies under 53 good friends. Also very hard to study, and nothing is unbearable. In other words, he has great patience, so he has great achievements. In fact, the size of achievement is directly proportional to patience. If you are impatient, your achievement will not be able to move forward. Therefore, only after enduring humiliation can there be diligence. Diligence, virya. Diligence is progress. Purity is pure. Fineness is completely aimed at delusions, discriminations, attachments to speak. Delusions, distinctions, and attachments are becoming less and less, which is essence. Wisdom and virtue can become more and more transparent, which is progress. Meditation means having the master in the mind and not being shaken by anything. Now, fellow practitioners who are studying Buddhism, it is really not easy for us to obtain the Dharma. The supreme and rare Dharma door is derived from the inheritance of the rare and unsurpassed method, effective by the patriarchs. Only when we meet a good master can we clear and understand. If you don't meet a true and kind teacher, this Dharma door is placed in front of you. If you don't know what it is, you will miss it face to face. You say it's a pity. Among all the Dharma doors, the most excellent one is the Pure Land Dharma door. How many people know about it? How many people can understand it thoroughly? Only when we really understand it can we develop confidence and save sentient beings who are at the end of the Dharma. There are still 9,000 years at the end of the Dharma. What method can save these suffering beings? There is only the method of chanting the Buddha. And the first sutra that the method of chanting the Buddha relies on is the Infinite Life Sutra. The Sutra of Infinite Life has been translated a total of 12 times in China, and there are 12 kinds of translations. The world-honored one preached many times during his lifetime, so there are many different versions in the original language. We have to read many versions together so that we can have a clear understanding of the Western paradise and be able to firmly believe in it. This is very important. However, when these original translations are read together, it is not easy in this era, let alone in ancient times. Therefore, gathering is necessary. Layman Wang Longshu, who gathered for the first time, was a layman, and his collection was collected in the Tripitaka. You should know, if the work is included in the Tripitaka, that is, it is confirmed by the 4 disciples of the Buddha that there is no mistake. And then they can enter the Tripitaka. It's not that just any work can be entered into the Tripitaka, but only after being recommended by the eminent monks at the time and sent to the emperor. The emperor's approval can be entered into the Tripitaka, which proves that there is nothing wrong with his work. Master Liangqi, the founder of the Pure Land School, commented on the scriptures of the Infinite Life Sutra, quoted in the Amitabha Sutra. 2/3 are using the Great Amitabha Sutra of Layman Longshu, which is the collection of the Infinite Life Sutra. This shows that Master Liangqi admitted it for sure. But it is true that Longshu Bodhisattva himself recited the Buddha's name and passed away while standing. If it is wrong and sinful for him to gather together, how could he pass away standing up? It shows that his merits and virtues are immeasurable and boundless. But Layman Longshu only read 4 kinds of scripts for the gathering. Bodhisattva Longshu had never seen the Accumulated Great Treasures Sutra of the Tang dynasty for a while, so his gathering was not complete. People in the past dynasties have noticed this problem. In the early Qing dynasty, Peng Jiqing made a section book, but he did not gather together. During the Xianfeng period, Layman Wei Yuan made a collection of books, and the choice was not appropriate. During the Xianfeng period, Layman Wei Yuan made a collection of books, and the choice was not appropriate. Master Yingwang criticized this book, said it was in the early years of the Republic of China that Layman Sha Lianju made the most complete collection. Layman Sha is a second comer, not an ordinary person. Someone told me that from his photo, his body is transparent, and told me that this is not an ordinary person, but a re-arrived person, a re-arrived Buddha and Bodhisattva, who came to save sentient beings who are at the end of the Dharma. In the future, when the Pure Land scriptures are extinct, the Infinite Life Sutra will still live in the world for 100 years. At that time, Master Haiming, Master Luzong Sizhou, Layman Mei Guangxi, and other great masters almost all affirmed that this collection will be handed down for the last 100 years in the future. This collection is the culmination of the original translations of the Infinite Life Sutra. If you don't believe me, you can take out the 5 original translations and compare them. Don't slander or discriminate anymore. If you want to say that Sha Lianju is a layman, and the layman does not have the ability to gather, then you become a monk and you come to gather. Wang Longshu is a layman, and Wei Mashan is also a layman. The work gathered from the Song dynasty to the Republic of China was all done by laymen. Master Liangqi is the patriarch of monkhood. He affirms and recognizes it. It's all my own prejudice, what a pity.